first impressions.
It's in comfort.
This is. Do you have so just to let me know? So the spec on this, does it have DCC or is it a standard?
You've got the sport modes there. You've got ACC. You've got lane deviation, passenger, pedestrian warning on it.
Do you know if it has the dynamic chassis control?
No.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good because the TCR, which literally I got out of an hour ago, is a lot firmer than this.
It's a track car, isn't it?
Yeah, and I have to say, I hope you tune into the video. It's a really good car, like genuinely, possibly one of the best road cars I've driven this year. Out of all the ones that I've tried, this feels nice and comfortable, which is nice.
It is quite comfy.
I spent ages in 2017 going, should I get a GTI? Should I get an R? Should I get a GTI? Should I get an R? And the GTIs were just so expensive.
Yeah.
They were, because everyone's heard of them, isn't it? Yeah. It's one of those things. And then I just went. There was a really good deal up in Manchester, so I travelled as well. And yeah, I just got my own.
See, this is quite a bumpy road. This.
It's not this bit. So as soon as you come off, it's left, and then it's.
So if I was in my 140 in this, I would just be bouncing around.
Yeah.
It had really bouncy suspension on it.
And definitely, you know what it's like on UK roads, don't you? Having a car like a Golf, like a GTI, is just so much more compliant.
Yeah.
And you're actually able to really enjoy it as a result. But no, this feels really nice and smooth. Really nice and smooth. That's nice, mate. That's really nice.
Better with manual, isn't it?
It's much better. So the TCRs are DSG only.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have a manual R, and
I did struggle going from the automatic.
Oh, okay.
Back to the manual.
So you had the ZF.
Yeah. It really made me a lazy driver. I got back and I was going up the motorway and forgetting to change gear and all sorts. Yeah.
No. So clutch is a little bit lighter than on my R. That's the only difference really that I can kind of tell at the moment. But
one thing where I had the Mini and it rev matched. You've got to be careful with this. You're going to drop down in a second.
Yeah, you've got to do. Yeah, it's exact same as my R.
Yeah,
so.
which is a bit shame because in the Mini it rev matched. You could get really sporty with the Mini, and with the sport button in the Mini, you really felt a different throttle response.
They're good noise as well, aren't they?
But yeah, it's not bad.
So are we just in normal mode at the moment?
That's comfort you're in now.
So should we try?
You can try. I mean, to me, I don't notice a lot of difference.
Oh, is it like not the?
I don't know. You might don't notice. To me, the Mini sort of threw me back in my seat, but. So it's got the bigger brakes on it. It's got R brakes on it.
Okay, gotcha.
It's got electric front diff on it.
Diff. It's nice because the thing is, you don't need to be going, breaking speed limits to have fun. That's the thing that I love about these Golfs.
And that was a problem in the 140.
You must have been.
You put your foot down in the 140 and you were hitting 80 rapidly.
Yeah.
And that was the thing with it. It was almost a bit too quick.
Yes.
With this, you've got to push it a little bit to get there.
It's got a really, really nice front end. Really, really nice.
And it's comfy.
And
it's comfy.
It's easily livable. Enough power to have a bit of fun, but not too much that you're going to be sort of spinning the wheels up all the time.
Actually, that pulled pretty well out of third gear there.
Pulled really well.
That was a tight bend. That was.
I mean, that was like, and you can see it's not, it's cold and it's wet. It's like genuinely.
Just remember, it's not four-wheel drive.
You know, it pulled out like it did, didn't it?
It did actually pull well. I'm thinking, this is going to be.
But the thing is, I'm never one to like just put your foot flat on the throttle kind of thing. If you progressively do it, the cars are just. It's really. You know what? If you've seen my channel, you see the cars that I've driven, the 8R, the Club Sport. It feels great.
It's not bad, right? These roads are a little bit corrugated. We're going on.
They're that's the best thing, undulations, because you really get to feel the suspension then.
It wasn't bad though, was it? That was pretty planted, wasn't it?
It's really good.
For standard, you're on 18s, so it's got that bit of comfort, and we haven't got 19s on it.
I have found every time I've driven the 19s, it does get a bit crashy on the other Golfs. The TCR I drove was 18s, but the suspension was generally quite hard. Mine's 18s.
But again, that's meant to be a track car, so
yeah, you know, it's kind of what it's kind of about.
It must be quite weird going from a TCR to this.
It is a little bit, but I'm trying to think. I mean, it's always kind of like a perception, but I definitely notice how these cars feel a lot lighter and agile compared to like an R.
Is it that different? Because everyone says it's 100 kilograms. I think, well, that's a fat person.
It is a person.
But is it really that different?
It really is. I mean, it's something that like your VW salesman's never going to say to you, like, oh, this is more agile and because it's lighter. It's just, I mean, that's like, it's really, really good. The R's are a bit lardy in comparison.
Yeah.
But because they've got all that traction, you know, I could be pinning it all the time, and it's absolutely fine. And I guess we're losing the manual. It's going soon, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
They basically just held on to it in the Mark 8. I guess because I said in my last video, I was like, it'd be great if I could drive one of these. And the fact that you reached out was like,
yeah, it was just
brilliant.
It was just by chance. I watched the last one.
Yeah.
And you said if there's anyone out there that wants, and I thought, okay, I'll you might be interested.
Yeah.
But it was quite random. To say you managed to be down here doing that TCR. So it's this great comparison.
It's a great
isn't it?
Great car, that TCR.
Yeah.
It really, really was good. I'm gonna
look nice, don't they?
Yeah. I mean, like the rear diffuser is what got me. It's really, really in detail. I'm hoping I'll do a video. Obviously, I'll have the video on it. But unbelievably, I'm actually trying another TCR next week from another owner.
Right.
So I'll have a good sort of like really kind of get to know it.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you ever got bored of this, which it's a great car. TCRs are. I'd be thinking more TCR than Mark 8.
Yeah, so I'm not too struck on the Mark 8.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. I don't like the front end, and I don't particularly like parts of the dash.
The infotainment is a bit weird, and actually the 8 owners I've spoken to, the first one I drove, he came from a Mark 7.5R, and he did say to me afterwards, he was like, he preferred the simplicity. You had a few buttons to touch. It didn't feel to him massively faster, and I found that, and that's what's holding me off, and the fact that it's another 20 grand on my car. So it's crazy amounts of money.
One thing I really liked about this car is going from the 140, which had the poverty spec on it. It was a Shadow edition with the poverty spec. This has just got the ACC on it.
Simple, isn't it?
You know, it's
good though, isn't it?
It's got lots of bits on it, and it's got the infotainment on it is fantastic. That touchscreen and all that is fantastic.
Nice and compliant. You're not like.
It's quick, easy to use.
It's properly quick. The undulations are pretty cool.
Yeah.
There's so many decent places to drive. Let's just see what it does in second flat. It's like, there you go. That's like, that's the speed limit. It's like, what more would you want? But yeah, on the TCR, honestly, I was like 60% throttle.
Yeah.
And it was just like,
it's fruity. But you've got like at least another 45 brake horsepower than this, which is quite a bit.
And on DSG as well, it's a good gearbox too. But I love these engines because I love like how they're just so versatile in so many cars.
Yeah.
Just different states of tunes, different turbos. And again, that's the whole part of like driving, isn't it? You get more control. It's more engagement, which in 5-10 years time, we're all going to be driving around in Teslas or automatic everything, while we've still got the chance.
Sort of jelly mould of Tesla.
Yeah. Enjoy these. That's really interesting coming
just got this, I just loved it more.
I mean, look at this. You'd be skipping around on the.
Yeah, it was really bouncy.
You can take it so well. That's great. Autumnal weather, trees.
yeah. We're lucky with the weather today because it can get.
I've been on all my first drives. I've been so lucky. Even when I felt it's going to be like the worst day ever, I've ended up rocking up, and it's just been so nice. And the truth is, I mean, you saw, and it'll show it on camera anyway, those people were clocking people's number plates, the people with the high vises where we're parked up.
Yeah.
So it's just that.
Oh, I think that would be a local thing.
Yeah, and it's like, and there was obviously the speed camera guy there before. If you start going crazy power on your car, you're gonna.
Problem is, down this road, it's an accident black spot road, and it's the motorbikes, so it's normally the issue.
Yeah, I've seen like even coming down here from St Albans, just from over there, I had a bike go past me at like 110.
Yeah.
And I was just like, what are you doing?
They love this road because it's so twisty and.
I love it. I love it in the GTI. It is.
Yeah.
It's really good, and you can. Good noise. You don't get the pops,
No.
the bangs.
Yeah, that's one thing.
But it's
That's the most disappointing thing.
You would have wanted a little bit more. But then that's where you go for. If you went for if you did go for a TCR or you went for a club sport, that's when you get the. I don't know if this one is it making. No, yeah, it's not making. So my R does make some.
Yeah.
But it's very quiet. Brakes are really good.
They
So
are,
I guess
aren't
that those bigger discs.
Yeah. So you got R brakes. You got R brakes on this.
And that's the thing. It's like you have literally got more stopping power than mine because my car weighs more.
Yeah.
You've got a lighter car, so you could really hustle.
I think the first time I drove it, I nearly put my head through the windscreen.
No, it does. It does surprise you, doesn't it? It just comes out of nowhere, but it feels really, really good.
I think it's a nice compromise between handling and comfort.
Yeah.
And the seats are lovely.
Yeah, so exactly the same as in mine, but obviously you've got like the tartan look to it as well. But they hold you in, don't they?
Yeah. I've had problems with Volkswagens in the past where I've got a bad back.
Okay.
Got in this, no problem. I bought it from a dealership in Bristol.
Yes.
Drove it back, and fine, got out of the car fresh as daisy. Because this was so random, I would have liked to put a little bit of V-power in it.
Oh, don't worry.
A little bit of extra.
Extra push.
Yeah, you got E10. You're running on E10 here, by the way.
No, particularly on the crests around here, you can't really give it some. But this is what it's all about. British back roads. I mean, like that road we just went on was really smooth, but you feel along here.
Makes me laugh. You know these roads better than what I do.
Well, I've just
got
gone
a million miles from here. You know what I mean?
You got big potholes there. Oh, I like it. It's more. Yeah, I can't stop smiling. I still can't believe that people reached out this year, to be fair, and allowed me the chance to try these cars.
As I say, I've been watching the channel and seen you've had some really nice cars on there. You know what I mean? It's been fantastic seeing them. Just having something on there a little bit more for the common man.
I agree.
And just letting people know maybe the good and bad things about it.
Yeah, no, definitely. I normally, what I do is I normally share like a raw drive like this, basically, and then I kind of take it away and I'll do a chat and just sort of share my general thoughts on it, because I haven't driven this car. I'm a big advocate for it, but without driving it, you can never 100% know. It's just really good throttle response.
It's handling these, this is
it's all
ridgy, potty roads. I mean, it has yeah.
Can you imagine in like a much firmer car? So you in like...
Well, my Mini was pretty firm.
Yep.
Yeah, my Mini was pretty firm. The 140 was bouncy. But yeah, this seems to be out a lot. This is just the nicer compromise of, yeah, it just does it well, doesn't it? It's crashy, it's comfortable.
You can see where kind of the money's gone underneath quite a lot, hasn't it? They put their efforts into it. It's really, really nice. I have to say, you've got a really nice example as well, mate. It's like so clean in here. Because it's so hard to find, isn't it? When we talk about enthusiast's car, you don't want to get one that's been...
I went to one garage, and and he said it's a really clean car, and I went there and it was like a one owner 67 plate, pretty low mileage, and it was hanging. The back bumper was, I don't know, every panel had a scratch on it. The driver's seat was torn.
Really?
Back bumper was badly damaged. I mean, it looked like a taxi, like they'd been just dragging suitcases out of it, you know. And he wanted 23.5 grand for this car.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, just joking. It's just like the alloys were damaged.
No, definitely.
So it's one thing. Have a good look when you're.
I
went to one dealership, a BMW dealership in London. I won't say its name.
Yep.
And very nice, normal GTI. It was a stock GTI, 67 plate, and he wouldn't give me a set of car mats.
Really?
Yeah, we cabled over a set of car mats, and he said, "Well, that'd be 80 quid." I'm going, "Well, I expect a set of car mats with that," and I walked away in the end. He wouldn't say it, and then his parting comment was, "Well, I've got 3 other people to look at the car," and it just wouldn't budge on it.
So that's...
Yep, it was crazy. That's the state of the car market at the moment, where the dealers they don't need a discount.
Yeah, it's really hard for people who just generally like their cars, because you can't. There's nothing you can do now, is it? You have to pay over the odds.
You know, even
so
We Buy Any Car offering good money now.
It's really, really nice. It like genuinely, from someone who's been in. I'll let the post office man go. Who's been fortunate enough to drive some really, really nice cars. This is really, really nice. Like you generally.
It's easy to live with, isn't it?
It's easy to live with. You've got all the benefits of the fact that because it's less power, more economical. Okay, for me, there's points where sometimes you're like, could you have a little bit more power? Maybe, but then, up to national speed limit pretty quickly. So it's like, what more do you want than that?
I was thinking, could I stage 1 it?
That's when it starts getting a bit crazy.
Revo had an offer on, and I thought 500 quid, I could stage 1 it. And the first thing they said was, well, you probably need a new clutch. That would be 1200 quid.
Clutch. The clutch is on.
These are like cheese.
Oh, wait, got reverse camera. Didn't realise.
Yeah.
I'm purposely parking it in the middle, by the way, because I want to. That's right. I'll do a little walk around. There's the dented doors. Really nice quality, actually. Well, we'll end this first drive, but no, thank you so much. I think it's really, really good, really, really good. I'm really surprised, and awesome to try it for sure.